So yeah, you are watching a review of the Xvive U4, which is an affordable but professional wireless in-ear monitoring system. And before we start, this is a sponsored video, but I promise you to tell you the honest truth what I think about this product.
Let's go.
So going back a few years when I was even more active with playing live in different bands and with artists, I always looked at wireless in-ear monitoring as something that only super professional musicians use. But then I started a new band and the singer was kind of worried about not hearing himself properly when playing live, so he invested in a wireless monitor system. It was quite expensive, but it was a really valuable tool for him, and he quickly found that every money was well spent. So that kind of took it down for me. You don't have to be Britney Spears to have in-ears, and I think the U4 is bringing it even more closer to everyone who is playing in a band. So the U4 system is a transmitter and a receiver. You don't get the earplugs with the set, so you have to get that on the side, but I think maybe that's for the best because people have a lot of different preferences when it comes to earplugs. You have XLR on the transmitter, which kind of worried me in the beginning because my audio interface doesn't have that going out, but also I saw you have this one, so that's not a problem. You can choose between line and auxiliary. I have used both line, of course, with my audio interface, auxiliary when I have used the whole system just with my Mac or with my iPhone. You have 6 different channels. I went through a couple of them because I had some interference here in my studio because of Wi-Fi, so it's good to have those different channels. That is also good if you have several people in the band using the same system, but it is super easy to use this thing. I have tested a lot of different guitar gear up and through the years. I'm not that smart. I don't like reading the manuals. I've not read any manual with this. It's just very simple to use and you should be able to do it without reading the manual. You can also read the manual. That's probably wise to do. Here's the receiver on and off. You have volume and of course the different channels you plug in right here, and there's a clip so you can put it in your pocket or on your belt. You charge both the receiver and transmitter with this USB cable, double cable, which is really convenient. You don't have to charge one and then wait for the next one or have 2 cables going on at the same time. Double cable. Yes, simple, but it works perfectly. And since we talk about charging and power, the only thing that I have been thinking about that might be a downside to the whole system is that you only can charge these units. Can't use AA batteries with them. They haven't made like a separate battery part that you can change out. So when I worked with bands that use in-ears, they often change to new batteries right before they start to play because you don't want the units to fail during the concert. So maybe you use them for an hour, 2 hours during sound check and you just want fresh batteries. With these you will have to charge them between sound check and the gig. Or you don't have to because the battery life is pretty darn good, but if you really want to be on the safe side, you should definitely charge them before starting the concert. So that could be an improvement to this set. If you had a separate battery part and you could buy, let's say 2-3 of those, then you would be good always. So I haven't really tested these live because of what's going on in the world right now, but I have tried them quite a lot here in my studio. So I use this when I record my guitar demos because it's super loud in my studio. I want to protect my ears, but I also want to hear what is going on. And for that, I have used earplugs. But using those, I'm extremely tied to my unit, my interface here. So either I've used really long cables. The cables, everything, they always get stuck in something. So when I got these to check out, that was actually a huge thing for me. Even though the room is not big at all, I move around in the studio a lot when I'm filming. I need to pick up a new guitar, pick up a cable. There's always something, and with this system I can move and roam freely in my own studio, which is great. I have tested how long I can move away from the transmitter, and it's working really good. That shouldn't be an issue at all when you are playing live on a stage. Sound quality is good also. I really can't tell the difference from just using a cable. So if you are on the lookout for a professional but cheap wireless in-ear monitor system, I would definitely recommend the U4. Hearing yourself on stage, or if you want to do the same as I do in a studio or home studio, is important, and you have a lot more control when you have this system. It's more hands-on. You don't have to go through the front of house for everything, which is a good thing. You know, I don't have anything against sound people, but sometimes it's good to sort out stuff yourself. Okay, hope you liked this video and found it informational. Leave a like if so. Hope you also want to subscribe to my channel. If you do that, I will probably see you in the next video. Bye.